Hey guys, so what you're going to be working on for the rest of class is that you will split up into two groups. So the first group is going to be George, Caleb, Cody, and Raymond. So that's group one. Group two is going to be Jerry, Nikki, Blake, Matthew, and Sky. And so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to open up your notebook to the pages that look like these. So remember, we have those glued side by side. And so based off what group you're in, you will focus on different parts of this worksheet. So you are not responsible for filling it all out, but you are responsible for your group's component. If you hear little voices in the back, that's my daughter. So the first thing that you're going to do before you split up into your groups is that you get to decide who you think is to blame for the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire. So you will decide whether it's the factory owners or the government, and you will circle that on your paper. The next thing is you are group one, listen up. You are going to be given 3 sources or documents. Mr. Gentry will get those to you. And you are to either read the source or look at the picture or document, whatever is given to you. And you're going to document the facts that you find. And so you can see that column that says facts. So anything that you learn that you think is important, that needs to go there. And that can be bulleted. You don't necessarily have to have sentences there. The next little column that you'll see is subtext. And so for that, you need to kind of look at what the overall message of your document is. So what does it have to say about the factory fire and who that the creator of that document thinks is to blame for that? So you're going to kind of give me a sentence to explain, the overall message or underlying message of your documents. So group one, A, B, and C. After you are done group one, you are going to create a theory for your space below. So based off of your documents that you read or that you looked at, like a picture, you are going to decide whether you think, based off those documents, if you get to decide as a group who you think is to blame for the fire and why. So give me your reasons why, you're supporting evidence as to why you think that. All right, group two, you're going to do the same exact thing, except you're going to be looking at D, E, F, and G. So you'll be looking at those documents. You will identify the facts and write those down. You can just list them or put it bullet points. So that's important pieces of information that you feel that you see from that. You will also do your subtext, which is the underlying message. What does that document have to say about the fire and who is to blame? So you will fill out those four documents. 2 of those 4 are pretty easy because you get to look at some pictures, so that's nice. And then you also will create your theory in the space below it. So you get to decide who you think is to blame for the fire and give me some supporting details for that. I want you to take your time, look through these documents, read them very carefully. Make sure that everyone is involved in this process because tomorrow we're going to get back together and you guys as a group, you get to share with the rest of the class what your theory and who you think is to blame for the factory fire. Any questions, ask Mr. Gentry, and if he's not able to answer them, then he can text me and I can get back with him as soon as possible. You guys are going to do awesome at this. Just make sure that you look at all the small details, and if you're not sure how to pronounce a word or what that word means, please ask.